What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Scoop with Coop. I'm Coop. How y'all doing out there? I finally got my, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I finally got my hair the color I wanted. Okay, but anyway, all right, time for review Love and Hip Hop ATL. So it just went off, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the show started off with Mimi going to meet K Michelle at the studio. So K Michelle, Mimi came in and she was like, I've been in the studio and I wrote a song for you or about you. So the song was about Mimi's whole situation about you cheating on me, you got somebody else pregnant, you can kiss my behind, all that stuff. K Michelle can write a song and the girl can sing. I don't know what's going on, why she ain't on yet, but the girl has talent. So it goes to Carly. Carly, would you stop? Carly meets with her manager, Mark somebody. I guess he's from Cash Money. And he like, so what's going on? Now, mind you, Carly was like, he's too busy to come meet with somebody with me. So what's going on? So he like, okay, Carly, what's going on? She like, my lip gloss line, my watch line, my hair line. And he like, you know what? You doing the most. You are doing too much. What about your singing career? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, so what I hear about Benzino? Dang, word get around the industry fast. Oh, man. Okay, so she was like, what Benzino got? Come on now. He know who you know who he talking about. So he was like, who is this Benzino guy? She was like, a guy I'm dating. And he was like, what do you mean dating? He was like, we've been on a few dates. I like him. He loves me and da da da. He was like, Carly, shut up. He was like, Carly, shut up. Dang. So he was like, you need to be focusing on your singing career, rap career, whatever she got, whatever she's doing. You need to be focusing on that career. You don't need to be, you can date, but I can see if you was dating somebody that was relevant. Because mind you, when Benzino was with the Source, I guess he pissed a couple people off. So his name don't have that much pull in the industry anymore. So he like, you know what, you need to leave Benzino alone and not get all wrapped into him and handle your career. Because yeah. So he was just telling her, look, ain't nobody got time for you to be dating no Benzino. Who is he? So anyway, so then it goes to Jocelyn. So Jocelyn in the studio, mama, whatever she was saying, her Bailar song. And so Stevie comes in like, what is going on? She done got this other producer to come in and do the song for her. And I heard the Bailar song, a snippet of the Bailar song. And, but anyway, he was like, how you gonna come in my studio and be in here with another producer? What are you doing? So he was like, come on out real quick. So they sit down and he was like, so what's going on? You think I'm not gonna find out about you in here with another producer? Come on now, this is my studio. Okay, so she was like, well, you know what? We need to get rid of this contract. I don't think it's that easy to get out of a contract, sweetie. You should have read the fine print on that. But he was like, child, please, we ain't getting rid of no contract. I'm getting my 30%. And okay, he getting 30%. And he was about to have a baby when Mimi wanted 10%. Come on now, stop it. So he was like, he basically Jocelyn like, I'm not messing with you no more. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna work who I want to work with. He was like, okay, that's fine. I'm still gonna get paid. She was like, no, we're gonna rip up the contract. He was like, no, ma'am, no, we're not. We're gonna get the lawyers on this. I don't know what Jocelyn, where's she coming from thinking that you could just rip up a contract and just stop it and keep going about your business. I don't think it. I'm not in the music industry or nothing, but I don't think it worked like that. Jocelyn, come on. So he was like, you know what? We gotta stop bumping uglies. And she was like, you want to stop having sex with me? So she stands up, turns around, flaunt her cakes all around. And she was like, you know you can't stop messing with this, but even if you wanted to, I wouldn't touch you. Yeah, right, Jocelyn. For real, for real. But anyway, so that was that. So then we come to Rashida and Kirk. They still arguing. Oh my goodness. It's like every scene they show them in, they are arguing or have some type of disagreement. I want them to get it together. But it was the next day after, the whole, she went to see Waka Flocka Mama. So she was like, look, we need to talk. We always said if we was having a disagreement, we would always talk about it. So they just talk about what's going on. She was like, well, why don't you step down just a little bit just to see how other management will work. So we gonna see how that works out, because they go on the next episode. They're going to meet Auntie Deb, and she was like, she underground, she in the dirt, she nasty. Wait a minute. Whoa, pump your brakes. But yeah, I want to see how that turns out. So after that, Carly wakes up at Benzino's house, and she said she's been staying over there every night since they met. Well, dang, aren't you easy? So then he gives her a present. He always giving her a present, but the present was a key to his house. I'm like, dang man, you fell in love overnight. Does Carly got that good? But he like, I'm getting too old for this. These good looks ain't gonna last forever. And so it's time for me to settle down. But dang, can you really get to know the girl before she's spending the night every night, and you giving her a key? And oh my gosh! So Carly tells him about what her manager says about she don't need to be messing with him because about what how he was when he was with the source and doing all that. And he took offense to that. So he was like, if he worried about you being with me, let him get you a hit, because you ain't that hot anyway. Wait a minute. Okay, now I see how this relationship go. He the one he's very emotional. I see that already. And he gonna get mad and put her down like that. We all seen what Carly could do. And he's right, she ain't that hot. But dang, he had to tell the girl that to her face. And he wasn't even trying to beat around the bush about it. He was like, you ain't that hot anyway. What? I'm surprised Carly looked at him. I'm surprised she ain't go, oh, where's your neck? Let me stop. No. Where's your neck, Benzino? Let me stop. Stop it, I say. That ain't nice. But anyway, then K Michelle was performing at ATL Live. And so Erica and Mimi went, have a nice girls' night out, go see. She was like, ever since Carly wrote that song for her and performed that song, sung it for her, let her hear it. Every time K Michelle performs, she goes and support. So she's there, having a good time. The next act on the stage is, what's Stevie J group? 7779311? What was it? 7 something. But anyway, so he comes, he was like, yeah, I wrote this song for my girl Mimi. She in the audience. I love you. I want to stop all the fussing and cussing and stuff. And so he goes to sing the song. Can somebody tell me what was wrong with that song? Stick to producing, Stevie J. Stick to producing. Because that song was not the business. I felt I know he was trying to make up a little bit with Mimi, but I she said that song wasn't working, and it wasn't for me, and that wasn't working for me. So anyway, he comes over after he performs. He was like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" I'm like, "Well, dang, can y'all talk about this tomorrow? She out having a good time with her girls. Every time she out somewhere, he want to talk." So dang, they go outside and cue the soap opera music. Here he goes. So they talking. She asked him the lyrics of the song, and he's talking about, I don't want to live with you no more with all the arguing, fussing, cussing, blah, 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 blah. And then here's the crying. Here's the soap opera music. Was I watching Young and the Restless or something? Because it was like, I can hear it. They just had the soap opera music playing. And she was like, then they did the little whispering, and Stevie J started doing his shady, grady talk, like, "I don't want to fight with you no more, Mom. I'm tired of all the arguing, the fussing, and the fighting. Can we not do that? What about the therapy? When we gonna set that up, Mom?" Stop it. But anyway, so they walk off in the sunset. Like, wait a minute, I thought you hated him and didn't want to be with him, and I know it's hard when you love somebody, you're all wrapped up into them, but good Lord. Okay, so after that, it goes to Scrappy and Bucky. Now, as I recall, last week, Scrappy was telling Erica how he loved her. He don't want it to be just the end of them, and he want to still be cool because he still loved her. But I know he was saying all that just for her to take off child support. So he goes and tells Bucky that, she was wilding out arguing, and she won't sign the papers. That's how they tell one woman one story and another woman another story. Scrappy, that was a no-no. That was a definite no-no. And he go, Bucky, well, why she won't sign the child support papers? You gonna get your lawyer? I don't think he should. I know he want to confide in someone. He should talk this crazy mama. But just to tell Bucky, so she thinking one thing about Erica, and then Erica really has no clue about Bucky at all. So this, that's just how some men do. Just playing the field. It's tennis. I'm over here, she over there. I'm telling her one thing, she tell her another thing. But, I thought that was real shady of Scrappy. But anyway, okay, next it goes to Benzino. So Benzino wants to show Carly he still got some pull in the industry. So he set up a meeting with Vincent Herbert, Tamar's husband. So Carly comes in like, oh my God. No. First, Benzino said Carly didn't believe that he knew Vincent and that he was going to set up a meeting. She was like, no, I didn't believe him. So she walks in, she's like, oh, so you really know Vince, huh? So he was, telling her, I like what I heard. He played a song for me. And she was like, well, you didn't play the other song? He was like, no, I just played one. And he was like, yes, I like what you're doing, and I like the sound, and we need to set you up. I think he said with his interns or something. But I'm like, what song did he hear? Because if it was the Louis Prada Gucci song, then that was not a good look. But anyway, so then the end of the show. The end of the show was with Mimi and Stevie at the therapist. And I forgot the doctor name. He be on Maury. He be on all kinds of shows. But he was like, well, why are y'all here? And Mimi was like, well, the lion. And he was like, do you lie, Stevie? He was like, yeah. He was like, are you a liar? He was like, yeah. No, you need to man up to it. Are you a liar? And he was like, yeah, I lie. So Mimi was, in her confession, was like, he finally admitted to that he's a liar. We all knew that, Mimi. Where were you? So then they talk about the whole Jocelyn situation. About, he was like, a situation, it wasn't a lie, it was reality, something that really happened. And he was like, so what happened? He was like, one of my artists, she she wound up pregnant. Then he had to correct himself. I got her pregnant. Of course, she didn't wind up pregnant like you just fell on her and oops, I'm pregnant. No. And then Mimi says, yes, you were having an affair. No, he was just cheating. An affair is when you're married. So this is just cheating. Okay, Mimi? Now let me stop. But yeah, that's cheating. That's not affair. That's just, even though affair and cheating the same, you don't say affair unless you married. So that's the married term of cheating. So anyway, so the doctor told Mimi basically that you're an enabler. Like we all know, a man will only do what you allow him to do, and we all know that. And the doctor told her that. So then they start going into. Then he started getting deep, honey. I was getting emotional. He was like, so Mimi, what's the relationship with your mom? And she goes into saying her mom got into that Scientology stuff. That's what Kate and whatever his name is going, that Scientology stuff. And they wanted Mimi to sign a contract that said she would work for them. But the girl was only 13. So she was like, no. So her mom basically abandoned her kids for this Scientology thing. That thing Scientology must be some kind of powerful mind trick, not voodoo, but they must really get into your head because Katie Holmes, what is his name? Tom Cruise, she was like, they wanted me to do some shady grady stuff and I wasn't feeling it. And that's what Mimi was saying. So she was like, that's why she's always trying to look for that love that she never had. And I felt sorry for her. And then he asked Stevie J about his mom. And he was like, I don't know her. I've never met her. My dad's been raising me till I was 8 months. Been raising me since I was 8 months old. And he was like, I don't even know if I really want to know her. Because she's been gone for, so what, Stevie J in his like 30s? So that kind of plays into of how he acts and how he treats women. I don't know if he had any other female figures in his life, but he really didn't want to talk about it. You could tell. So he was, I saw Stevie J, I kind of felt sorry for him too, because the way he treats women is, he really don't, like his father really didn't teach him, you treat women like this, you do this for women, da 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 da. So I kind of felt sorry for them, and she was like, I'm not here to fight you, I'm here to help you, we could get through this. And I'm like, oh Lord. Okay, you could, I don't know. But that was that show. But honey, I can't wait till next week. The therapist Stevie wants to bring Jocelyn into the therapy session. What kind of mess is that? And Mimi was like, at first I was like, no. But I'm like, go ahead, bring her. Why? And if y'all didn't see, you gotta watch real quick, because as she was doing it, they cut it off. They was in the therapy session. It's the last little preview they showed. They was in the therapy session, and Mimi said, yes, I'm living with him. I'm at his house right now. And Jocelyn was like, oh, so you living with him? And she go to hit him. If y'all, you gotta see. You gotta watch when you look at the preview. And what else happened on the preview? That's the only part I remember. Yeah, that's the only part I remember from the preview. But yeah, this show, at the beginning of the season, they was bringing out all the ratchetness. But now they done kind of calmed down the ratchetness a little bit. But it's still, I still have to get my fix of Love and Hip Hop, because this show gives me life. But anyway, thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching, please subscribe. Please also rate, please comment, and follow me on Twitter at ScoopWithCoop. I hope everyone have a nice night and God bless. Bye bye.